Welcome to Ask Ninja. Every Thursday I answer questions that have been sent in to us using the hashtag AskNinja or that have been emailed in, if they're good and if they apply to lots of people. Our first question this week is from my man Ian, and Ian says, how do I choose a theme for my new website which I'm planning? Great question, Ian, and there's a few things that we like to keep in mind whenever we're suggesting a theme for somebody. The first thing to keep in mind is that is this a theme which has been designed to convert? So lots and lots of themes, whether WordPress, Magento, Shopify, any other kind of CMS or even an HTML theme. There are two types of themes, right? There are the ones that have been designed by really, really awesome designers who have never had a conversion thought in their mind. And then there's everything else. So what we want to avoid is just going for a theme because we think it looks really pretty. So when you're judging, is this just a pretty theme or is this something I can use and is it going to convert? Ask questions like, are the most important elements of this page close to the top? So if I'm trying to get people to get in contact with me by phone, can I get my phone number in the header? If I'm trying to have people get in contact with me by email, can I get my email contact form visible towards the top of the page? If you're e-commerce and you're looking for a WooCommerce or a Magento theme or something like that, then obviously things like the product page, really, really important. Have a look at the product page, see what the layout is there. So can we get the most important elements showing where they need to be? Above the fold on these product pages, can we get the buy buttons? Can we get scrollable photos and videos? Can we get a short product description? Can we get delivery info? All visible and above the fold. So that's the first thing to do. Say, is this a layout that's been designed for conversion? The second consideration is look and feel. Okay, so how does the site look and feel? Is it modern? Is it current? Is it using flat design? Is it using really old school kind of shadows and everything, trying to look a bit 3D? If so, it might look a little bit dated now. It's probably going to look terrible in a couple of years. So if you're going to go for something which is modern, make sure it's super modern, and then you've at least got a couple years until you have to change it again. The other thing to consider with look and feel is how does the site operate on mobile? So make sure that you're getting something which has built-in responsive behavior, because it can be quite annoying to have to tweak it and try to get it working on mobile if it doesn't have that responsive behavior built in from scratch. And responsive behavior is not just about does this resize on mobile, it's about asking questions like, is the menu nice and visible? Can I use the menu really easily? Because that's really important for people on mobile. Again, is the most important information at the top of the page on mobile, or is it like buried right at the bottom? So have a look, play with it on mobile as well as desktop. Make sure that you're testing that. The third consideration when you're choosing a theme is speed. Now, speed is really difficult to test. It can be difficult to test with a new theme because obviously it's dependent on the website that it's been set up on, the server that's being used, and or any plugins that have been installed as well. Also tracking scripts and stuff like that. But a nice quick test that you can do to assess approximately how well a site's been designed for speed is to just run the demo, when you're on ThemeForest or whatever and you find a theme that you like and you click on the live preview, run that demo site through a speed test. Now, if the server speed is, if the server's super slow and there's a massive server response time, then obviously that's going to throw things out a bit. But if the server response is nice and snappy, but the site's still taking ages to load, that could be an indication that the theme isn't built for speed. So check out layout for conversions, look and feel, including mobile and speed. The second question this week is from Len, and Len has a site called giftprezi.com. And his question is how he can get more traffic to giftprezi.com. So I've got the site open here, and just before we look at traffic, there's a few things that I would suggest getting sorted first of all. Now, this is an e-commerce site. They sell personalised gifts for a range of different people. They sell sports-focused stuff. They sell birthday gifts, experiences, gadgets, gizmos, wedding gifts, and occasion gifts. So lots and lots of different kind of sub-niches present on this site. So because it's an e-commerce site, first impressions are absolutely crucial. You're asking people to put their credit card details in, so we need to make sure that they have absolutely no doubt in their mind that this is a good site to do that on. So what's the delivery policy? I really want to see that on the homepage before I have to scroll down. That's super important. Why should I buy from you? Again, should be visible on the homepage. I need to see that without having to dig around. What's different about you compared to your competitors? Why should I buy from you rather than Moonpig, who I already have an account with? or whatever. Okay, so that's a question that you can definitely overcome. I know that you're a family business because I've read right to the bottom of your page to find out that you're a family business. But if that's one of your benefit statements, if you offer better personal service than anybody else, you might want to mention that right up at the top. Because we're e-commerce, what's the security situation like? Can you show me some logos which make me feel that my card details will be secure? I noticed when I had a look at the site earlier, I scrolled to the bottom, I saw that your most recent tweet was sent out 3 months ago, or two and a bit months ago. And the tweet says, our PayPal payment system is now back up and running. We apologize for the inconvenience. So we've not only spelt apologize wrong, we haven't tweeted for a couple of months, and then the tweet that we do send is to tell everyone that our payment system is down. So if I'm thinking about buying, I may be thinking, I'm not too sure. Is this site held together with sticky tape? What's the deal there? So make sure that we've got those first impressions really taken care of. The last thing on this homepage, we've got these product banner pictures, and they're all super stretched. It looks really, really amateur. It looks like maybe someone's tried to do them themselves and they haven't quite got the dimensions right, so the product pictures look really stretched, and it just doesn't give a very good first impression at all. So I definitely focus on that stuff first. The next thing I would look at is the navigation on the site. So I can see that, for example, on this, just below the fold, we've got cricket, and then we've got different team football gifts. So gifts perfect for people that support a particular team. So when I land on the site, if I've come here because I'm looking for a cricket gift, for example, I need to see a fast route to the cricket gifts page, because if I'm buying for a cricket fan, I'm not going to be distracted by wedding gifts or jewelry or anything like that. I'm just here for cricket. So just get me to the cricket info as quickly as possible. Now, on your navigation, you've got sports gifts, and then you've got a drop down which has football gifts and then other sports. Other sports sounds like I'm going to be trawling through a ton of crap. Loads of golf stuff, loads of, stuff that's just not relevant to me at all. So have really, really clear path that takes me straight to the page that's relevant for me. Same with football. Someone who supports Man United, if I'm buying a gift from a Man United fan, I don't want to have to trawl through loads of Arsenal gifts. It's worse than irrelevant to me. I want to see sports gifts, football gifts, and then a drop down that says Man United. Bam, I'm there. I can see exactly what I've got to play with. Is any of this stuff relevant to me? Yes, then I can convert. So just get people to the information that they need as quickly as possible. Don't mess around. Just remove any barriers to entry. Don't force them to hunt. So that'd be recommendations for the homepage. Let's just have a look at one of your product pages and check that everything is okay there. Okay, so straight away, I'm on this. I'm on a product page for a product called Cricket on This Day book, and this is all about cricket, and it looks like every day of the year there's some different facts about cricket. And the personalization is because the front cover is printed to show the recipient's name. So it's a pretty cool gift. I can see some cricket fans liking this. My main problem with this page is the fact that the product has been categorized under For Grandad. So if I'm thinking about buying this for anybody female, or my dad, or my son, or my brother, or my friend, immediately I'm thinking, okay, so this book is obviously aimed at granddads. I'm not likely to buy it for anybody who's under, say, 65, or anybody who's not male. So immediately we're just deleting a large part of the potential audience for this product. So I'll just be careful with your product categorization. So we need to get all that conversion stuff on the site sorted first, because what we don't want to do is be driving a load of traffic, particularly if we're paying for the traffic, to the site only to find that it's not converting. Once we've got that stuff sorted, then I'd suggest 2 sources of traffic for you. It's all going to come from Google and social media probably, but paid traffic and organic traffic, those are going to be your main 2 things. So paid traffic, I'd suggest having a look at Google AdWords. If we go for, if we just do a quick search for gifts for cricket fans, and see what sort of stuff is coming up, that will tell us what sort of competition we've got here. So I can see we've got product listing ads from Google straight along the top of the page here. They're all in the sort of price region of the products that you're selling. So definitely like to see you competing here. Some of them are not particularly optimized for cricket fans. We've got a cushion there. Technically it's personalized. Technically it's for a cricket fan, but it could just be a cushion. with a different thing printed on. Now, what sort of ads have we got here? We've got one ad here that looks like a pretty decent ad from ijustloveit.co.uk/cricket. So I'd like to see a different product category page on your site there, giftprezi.com/cricket gifts, and then drive some AdWords traffic to that. The organic results, there's quite a bit of it sewn up by Not on High Street, Etsy. We can see The Guardian there. So The Guardian's got a guide on cricket gifts for sports fans. So that shows that this is a potential PR angle, which could be quite interesting. And then we've got some other sites, including Cricket Yorkshire. So we've got a lot of list ideas on this site, so are showing up on the front page of Google. So that tells me that we could maybe look at some organic cricket gift list. So I'm just going to check out your blog and see what sort of content you're publishing at the moment. Okay, so the blog posts are Father's Day gift ideas for the kids, Father's Day gifts for the dad who has everything, top 5 unique Father's Day gift ideas, our top 5 Father's Day gift ideas. You get the picture. So we're just spamming loads of posts about Father's Day gifts. I guess because we're trying to rank for Father's Day gifts. Now, Father's Day is super, super competitive. And the other downside of trying to optimize for Father's Day is it only comes around once a year. So what I'd think about doing instead is, are there different niche posts that you can write instead of Father's Day gifts? So can we get a list of suitable gifts for Man United fans, cricket fans, 50th wedding anniversary, whatever. So can we niche down to something which is a bit more evergreen, maybe a little bit longer tail, so less competitive, and we got a better chance of ranking for? Then I think the gift kind of list idea is pretty good. Lists can work really well for organic traffic. So let's get some good quality posts around on the site for each of your different sub niches. I'm just going to check out one of these posts. We're going to go on Father's Day gift ideas for kids. And then what have we got? We've got some information, and then we've got the links to each of your products, which is not bad. I'd maybe think about how we can make this a little bit more entertaining. So Father's Day gift ideas for the kids is a little bit boring. If we're going to go for cricket gifts, can we get a bit of humour in there? 10 gifts guaranteed to bowl cricket fans over, right? Or if we're going for football, something like 5 birthday present ideas for football fans guaranteed to score. So can we show that we're being a little bit kind of creative with the content here? The next thing I would do is look at doing these sort of lists, but do it as outreach. So see if you can get some of these lists published on other sites. So we saw that The Guardian posted something. We saw also that Yorkshire Cricket Club posted something. So can we do some outreach to these sorts of sites and go to them and say, hey, we've got this, we've got a piece which is 10 gifts for cricket fans guaranteed to bowl them over. Now, what you want to do when you send over that article, you're going to be tempted to just make that the same as you've got on your blog, just a big advert for your products. Don't do that, because they're not going to publish if it's just a pure advert. So what we want to do instead is try to make this really entertaining and also show different products from around the place. So as well as showing some personalised gifts, you might also want to include things like experience days, stuff that's basically not on your website, so that it's not just a very thinly disguised advertorial. If we can do that, then you're going to get more chance of getting in the publications. And if you can make it entertaining, you're also going to get more social shares and all of that sort of stuff as well. The last thing I would do to get some traffic coming in would be to reach out to bloggers. Now, because you've got lots of different niches, cricket, sports, cricket, football, different teams, different age groups, you've got lots of potential niches with bloggers that you could be attracting. So let's say that you're going for the cricket ones. Can we find some bloggers who are influential with cricket, who we can send some example gifts to? They can run some reviews on them. Might be able to run a contest on them as well to get some more engagement and get you some more social follows. The other good thing there is, as well as appearing in front of a good target audience, we're also going to appear on sites that are talking about, say, cricket a lot. You're going to get a link back to your site from a site which is authoritative in cricket, and that's going to help your ranking as well and get you more organic traffic. So I hope that helps, Len. First up, get the site sorted for conversions. Make sure that we've got all that first impression stuff in place. Then get some paid traffic to it through Google AdWords and product listing ads, and get some organic traffic to it by bumping up your blog, making those posts really useful, doing some outreach, from Luke Hall. And Luke Hall says, I've been doing some competitor analysis, and the high-ranking websites in my industry are competitors that don't have descriptions, titles, or keywords. It seems very strange as they rank high. Is there a reason that they are leaving this out? Well, I've actually had a look, Luke, and actually they are all using page titles and meta descriptions. Pretty much any site that's ranking well. In fact, I'd say every site that's ranking prominently for a competitive phrase is going to be using a well-optimized page title. Page titles are so important. So page titles definitely important. Meta descriptions are just a description that you're asking Google to show when it shows the site in search results. So they don't have a direct impact on SEO, although they do have an impact, because if more people are clicking on your site through the search results because they've seen a compelling meta description, then that indicates to Google that you're more relevant for that search. That's going to help. However, those sites didn't have meta keywords. The reason they don't have meta keywords is because very few people still use meta keywords at all. Google hasn't looked at them for, I think, over a decade now. There was some talk about Bing still referring to meta keywords, but on the whole, people just don't bother with it at all. We don't bother with it on the sites that we optimize. Typically, the only people that are looking at meta keywords are competitors who want to see which keywords you've identified, so they know what to target. So don't worry too much about meta keywords, but make sure your titles are banging. Use your target keyword at the start of the page title. Make sure you're using meta descriptions, and make sure your content is top notch. Hope that helps, Luke. If you want your question answered on Ask Ninja, then just tweet us at Exposure Ninja using the hashtag Ask Ninja, or drop us an email